Hi, my name is Zongyang Min, and this is the Scrabble board game. So there's a couple of modifications I will do to this game. First of all, as you can see on the board, there's these special tiles that are but all of them are reward tiles. So once you place your letter on these tiles, your points get increased. What I would do is I would also include some punishment tiles. So with these punishment tiles, when your word is placed on them, your points actually get decreased. So what this does is it pushes player away from these tiles, but eventually one player has to land on this tile. So it kind of increases the strategic thinking for the game. Another thing that I would change for the game is that every time when a player is trying to come up with a word, but they can't, they can either skip their turn. So if they skip their turn, they don't get any points. But if they, the game rules say that if you want to draw new words, then you can just draw them for free. What I would do is, if you choose to draw new words, then we would equally take points off of how many new words you decide to draw. So if you decide to draw like 4 new words, I would take 4 points off in exchange for those words. Another thing I would change is that I will include these tiny cards that you can put your word prediction on these cards before the game starts. So let's say let's say every player writes down words. So that every player can write down 5 words before the game starts. And once the game starts and I put down the word pray, but some player had already beforehand predicted pray. So if they flip their card and show this word to me, that basically means all the points I would have received for placing this word now all go to them because this is their prediction. Another thing I would change is add word interception. So let's say I have the word pray. So I say I'm putting down the word pray. So I say P-R-A-Y. And then this player has P-R-E-Y on, so this is pray on their, in their hand. So they can intercept the A with the E, and they would get all the points with their word instead of mine. So they kind of intercepted during my turn and used their word to take my points. And the last thing that I would modify is I would add a timer for each player. So let's say that each player gets a timer of 5 minutes, and every time they start thinking of what word they should put down, the timer starts ticking. And if the timer hits 0, then the player just doesn't get another turn, and their points basically is capped at what their current points are. So this encourages players to not only think faster and increases the challenge and competition value, but also encourages them to start thinking on other players' turns. So if other players thinking of a word, you can use this, you can use up their time to start predicting what your next word will be. Thank you.